Okay. So who is Jesus and what is the Son? You know, talk about the Father and the Son, right? So, Christians or whoever, like, so who is Jesus and who is, who is Jesus? So if Jesus is the Son, Jesus represents the Son. Remember, the light bringer. You know what I'm saying? So Jesus or Christ represents the Son. The Son gives life, the life bringer. And the Son is the primary source of energy and life on this planet. So when you talk about the Son, when you talk about Jesus, you're talking about the Son. So if Jesus is the Son, if Jesus is the light of the world, then who is Lucifer? Because Lucifer is the light bringer. So when we're talking about the Son and we're talking about Jesus and we're talking about Lucifer, we're talking about one and the same. So remember, they call Lucifer the morning star, right? So why do they call Lucifer the morning star? Because the sun comes up in what you call the morning, but every night there is a death, because when you sleep, that represents a death. Your body is in a death state as your spirit leaves the body at night when you sleep. So when you wake up, the star, which is the sun, is now mourning the death that just had taken place the previous night, which is why they call it the morning star, just like you would see a mourning mother if her child passed away. This is why it's called the morning star. And they call the sun, you talking about night and day, you talking about Horus and Set, because the sun does what? It sets in the evening or at nighttime, and then darkness takes over, which represents Osiris or Set. You know what I'm saying? The sun sets, and the sun is supposedly sets in the west. This is why on the West Coast they call their neighborhoods sets. What set do you claim? This is all science. This is all cosmic knowledge. This is all shit that was already laid out. So when people talk about Jesus like these people actually walked around the planet and was walking on water, nah. That sun, when it sits on the horizon of the ocean, appears to be walking on water. That is the SUN sun. The stars and the planets all align to make up what they call the 12 disciples, which there's 13 signs, actually not 12. So really, we should really have 13 months. They intentionally took one of those signs out of the zodiac and gave us 12, which really there's 13. And when you talk about 12, you know what I'm saying? You're talking about time. What is time? You talk about Horus. Horus represents the 12 steps. The 12 signs or the 12 hours represents Horus. You spell Horus and you spell hours. You flip it around. Horus represents hours, which represents time. So all of these are things that symbolize astrology and the cosmology